important for any police officer. So it means to understand our youth to know the value of we in the society. And one thing that I would like to say, a society cannot move without the youth. That is why the President, Inspector General of Police, introduced the concept of community policy. What we mean by the concept of community policy, it is, for instance now, if me being a police officer, I can be posted to anywhere, I will not be able to know the challenges of each community. It is the community will be able to know their challenges. How will you be able to know the challenges is you must work in partnership with them in order to bring out, that's sometimes we call it marching ground approach. It is when the effort of the police and the community has been integrated together, you'll be able to help them to achieve their aims and objectives of solving their problem. For instance, you may use an approach in community A, it may not be applicable to community B. So it is good for you to look at what is happening in that society. It may happen in a community A, you now find that most of their challenges is based on rape. Now you may go to another community, you now see their challenges is drug addict. So if you bring an approach, maybe proactive approach of a rape in a community of drug addict, it means you are not going to be able to solve your problem. So no matter how a security challenge, it is not only based on the police, based on our population. We cannot be able to control everything. So we need your help. Without giving us information, we will not be able to work in hand. It is just a typical example of what I said. If not because of an information, this issue of raiding we did yesterday will not be able to achieve our aim. It's just a call. Immediately the person call us, we're able to achieve our aim. And likewise, since I assumed duty in Pompai Division, I have been holding meetings with stakeholders. And how are they going, or how the police are going to help them to solve their security challenges in their various community. If I may give you an example now, look at hotels, hotelers, they are not a community. Filling station sellers, they are not community. People who are in the market, they are not community. But when you bring them together, you inculcate the security challenge to them, they will be able to tell you their lapses and what any improvement can be able to put in place. A typical example just happened, maybe it is the approach I brought to them. Like now, you see most of our filling stations, they normally sell at night. And you see when they are selling, the street is dark. And sometimes in their premises, you will be discovered they normally keep abandoned vehicle. You see, this is issue of security in pertaining our premises, maybe in filling station. If we take in our environment, no matter how we are not supposed to leave abandoned building. Abandoned building can lead to rape. And that street, sometimes you see, you enter a street, you see the street. So now you understand, I don't have more to say, but because if I continue saying about this